last year of Divisional. What will we ever do? Wait, what? Yeah, let's be honest, bro. We all expected this. What a year to come off of again! Every season gets better and better, and with due time, Season 21 will be off to the races in the Daytona Duels. So, as we've done in years past, let's meet our drivers. Well, that was surely a surprise. Vortex came storming out of the gate with the winningest season in Divisional history, and luckily for him, he came out with the more important trophy as well. Now, let's just see how he does against his former teammates. Well, he's back, and hopefully not better than ever. Listen, I'm all for a comeback of a retired driver, but do we really need more Zorgo wins? Probably. Holy shit, what a season. For a two-time champion, you'd probably think I'm trolling when I say that was Dino's best year ever, but 2 wins in the modern era and one of them just being pure domination. Yeah, let's just say Grayscale is definitely cooking right now, and they're back on track. From Final 4 contender to literally missing every single race of the season. I don't really know what to expect from this 04 car, but I do know that if he does make a return, you might see some wins. To the better team. And now, holy, what a shocker. Fun Guy is honestly like real-life Chase Briscoe. From a dying team, starting to show his speed, to popping out on a new team with 3 wins in a regular season championship. This 8 car is going to be a fun watch in the next season, and I'm honestly kind of sure that he's going to do great against these old drivers. Declan is in a weird spot in his career. 10-time winner who previously held the record for most wins in a single season, but since 17 he's had a 1-win season every single time. And now Vortex sits at 10 wins all time as well. Safe to say Declan really has to lock in this season if we want to see that season 17 form return. Yes, another Zach. Wait. Yeah, I'm sorry. Zach retired last season. He had a 2-win season and a playoff spot. However, replacing him is a returning driver. One of the more respected drivers in history. It's Kitty. And as much as Little Jaw wants to say that I'm wrong, Kitty is not gonna go winless in Season 21. I'm telling you that now. Okay. I shouldn't say it was a slump year, but damn, what happened? From a 3-win championship season to a 2-win year with one of them being at a track where he honestly shouldn't have even been close. Seriously, DBR, what a sell. But still, I'm expecting more from old Pumpkinhead. Let's just hope he still has it. I mean, this is another one of those laser kind of situation. A big ass what if you will. Kamusu had a 1-win year at the Brickyard 400, and then he just disappeared. Let's hope he reappears and continues that same speed. Now we find everyone's favorite police officer / team owner. I understand that you're like saving lives, Kong, but over road racing, come on. I still expect a real speed from King Kong in Season 21 though. Hot damn, is he back, bro? Just put on probably the greatest season in history, and he wasn't even there for half of it. I know, you're gonna say I'm glazing, and it's hard to give him accolades based on how many races he missed, but my god, after missing the first 9 of the year, Coop went on to win 5 races, which is his personal best in a season, and not finish lower than 7th all season. With another Final 4 appearance, that consistency will 100% hold him well in the new format. Brody showed flashes of speed here and there around the season. His most impressive performances seemed to be the short tracks at first, but then he popped off with a 4th place finish at Vegas, and then arguably a top 3 car at Chicagoland. Could we be, expecting a win? Who knows? In all seriousness though, I actually do think the 45 car has improved a little bit. With 2 stage wins at the end of the year, I honestly expect the 45 to be a pretty good contender come Season 21. Make room, Jeff Rocks. There is a new Canadian crown in town. Seriously, what a season this team had. 2 wins for Cameron Bell and a strong points consistency put him in the Final Four, and my lord, he almost won it. We did not see the last of this driver yet, or this team. Moonlight was the first winner for this team, and doubled it back in Iowa. This driver had actually real speed toward the end there. Now, only if he can keep that hot head down a little bit and focus on some points, because that's what's going to kill him this year. This is an interesting driver here. For someone who hates Coop so much, he sure drives like Coop. The only difference is Coop knows how to harness his aggressiveness a little bit better. I don't know though, we'll see. With the new points format, it's going to be hard for someone who's so DNF prone to actually make it far in the season. He'll have to do a little bit better here. Little Jaw! Everyone's favorite driver has finally returned, and with his part-time starts, I actually think we're about to see Jaw in his greatest season yet. Only time will tell though. Don't say I'm glazing. You know, I'll be so honest, this team impressed me. Dale could not be driving a more fitting car. Not because he's the 3 car, but for some reason, he's fast as hell at Phoenix, like Austin Dillon at Richmond, and nowhere else. Okay, I shouldn't say nowhere else, but still, I did see improvement at the big tracks, and I don't know, maybe we'll see some more of DBR next season. Pop off is what this guy needs to do. From what I've seen in other leagues, this guy has actual talent, and I'm not kidding, especially on the road courses. Now, if only he'd show up more and not win super speedways only, I think we could see Mr. Popcorn grab some wins. In all fairness, I actually think he has a little bit of speed at other tracks. But lord, I actually think this 42 car is due for a win in Season 21. The only thing is, he cannot play Bridesmaid at Homestead again, or else I think it might throw him over the rails. Well, now that we've met all our relevant contenders, we have to predict the future, which is something everyone knows I'm amazing at. But for the first time since Season 16, we are back to a chase-style points championship. After the regular season, which is, I believe, 20 races, the top 15 in points and up to 2 winners in the wildcard slots will get into the 10-race battle for the championship. Will it come down to the wire? Probably not, but it has before. So without further ado, let's predict our 17 potential contenders in Season 21. You know, starting off with some obvious ones, I expect Vortex, Zorgo, and Dino to make it in pretty easily. To make it easily as well, I think Coop, Hallows, Cameron, and Fun Guy also make it to the top 15 really easily. And the last of the for sure groups, I definitely expect Moonlight, Little Jaw, Declan, and Double to make it in to the top 15. Now we kind of get into the hard stuff. These final 4 to make it in on points I expect to be a little bit surprising. Firstly though, I have Degraded. He has shown his talent and his will to race, and I think the 42 car makes it in just fine. After that, I think both Brody and DBR make it in as well. DBR likely with a win to his name. Lastly, and dear God, I hope I'm right about this, Kitty. I think that Kitty is going to make it on points alone to make the chase. Now, for our hopefully lucky winners that are outside the top 15, if we even have any winners outside the top 15, you know, with this format, I really don't know if that's possible, but in the scenario that they are, I expect it to be Kong for sure. And my last one is really hard. I'm stuck between a couple. Super, Laser. It's hard, but I think I'm gonna go Super. So, there you have it. Will any of this come true? Absolutely not. So, I'll see you in the the chase. Bye.